Now let's see the project title is Cloud-Oriented Content Delivery Network Paradigm Modeling and Assessment. The cloud-oriented content delivery networks constitute a promising alternative to traditional CDNs. So exploiting the advantages and principles of the cloud, such as the pay-as-you-go business model and geographical dispersion of resources. So CCDN can provide a viable cost and solution for realizing content delivery networks and services. So it can be overcome the limitation of the internet related to how the users perceive quality of service when they are accessing and obtaining content. In a CDN, content is replicated over the resources and cache servers, also known as surrogate servers. So it can be over the location based on network related aggregation network. So it can be resources to the mix leads to networked cloud computing environment. Towards the solution of a computer network over NCE, the surrogate server simply becomes another resource in the cloud. So while virtual servers are connected with intra or inter-cloud communication paths used for content distribution. Mainly, content delivery network can be focused on the complete framework aiming specifically at the deployment of a cloud-oriented delivery network. So it can be paradigm within a multi-provider networked cloud environment. To efficiently deal with the CCDN problem in this emerging and challenging computing paradigm, so the problem is decomposed to graph positioning that mainly addresses aspects related to the multi-provider nature of the problem. So in a scalable and efficient manner, the replica placement problem that emphasizes and are inspired by social network analysis. Numerical results obtained through modeling and simulations allow for detailed assessment of the proposed paradigm. So the flow of content delivery network is in a traditional CDNs, the content provider and the CDN provider end users are the entities who access content from the content provider website. The content provider is the entity that owns or licensed to sell content or content assets. The origin server of the content provider holds those assets. The CDN provider deploy, maintains and provide infrastructure facilities for timely and reliable content delivery. So in an overlay, CDN is essentially consists of sets of edge servers. So in this content of NCE, so content from the providers here, virtual network technologies and establish a network overlays among multiple content service clusters. So those a content provider acts as a CCDN provider and transit network provides or via some appropriate brokerage responsible for creating the intercluster content distribution. So graph and positioning this among the competing CP following the solution post regime. Now let's see the project. So server part can be get started. So server part, so click on this part. So server is get started, and then we have user part can be started. So this page can be details of users. So type the user ID and name and address and contact number. So user can be enter their details. So we can view the details of the users. So many users can be insert their details within the user content provider, and then we can update or anything, and then another page. So user can be request first of all what is the content can be expected their own thing can be available in our system. So system can be source that list of softwares can be Android and Google and software SQL server. So this can be source that the software performs tools. So this can be viewed that, and the uploading content. So if any content can be upload that, can be browse that. Any content can be choose that, and that can be upload in the database details. So we can and the available details, and these can be processed that. So we can be search anything. So one file can be open. So this can be displayed in this way. So we can select anything can show that, and then go for another. We can choose any file, okay, and then this can be copied. So copied are same thing as copy. So copy is one file is copied. So insert is completed. This can be file is can be available here, and then file path. So anything same file can be opened that. So this can be source that a file path and the size increases in how level is can be increased that once at a time, and the difference of files. So that holder have so many files, so that can before and after of size increasing. And then ID can be given that. So ID and starting name and started any name. So it can be source that our image quality. So we can browse that. So any image from this. Okay, so this image can be selected, open image. So this image can be is already one is okay, so we can find here that. So this cases can be 19. So one records can be saved in the database. So we can save retrieve that image. So we can get a ID. So show that image. So this can be processed that we can store the image within the database, and that can be retrieved from the database within the splitting of ID. And another anything of ID can be give that. So we can give ID of 1. So the store the image. So first ID can be what the image can be stored that can be displayed. PDF. So delivery on PDF content from server. So one PDF content can be user get that. So user get that one PDF content. This PDF content can be open. So open can be uploaded. So many PDFs can be uploaded here. This anyone can be click here, that can be display your output. So PDF content can be display this output. So any PDF can be dragging there and open its website. That means database so in this personality things. And another part is so clustering service. So clustering service means browse can any file, and that shows that pathway. So it can be cluster it. So one file can be clustering into 5 times, and it can be concat. So concat means file merged in local drive. So any drive D: or C:. So it can be concat and it can be disposed. So another part is so content request for content provider. So content name. User can be take the content. So any content can be given that. So content path can be given here. So quality of service, quality of content. So this content can be is a particular quality. So size of content is KB. So size of content is KB means, so KB means I have 10. So worth of content. So cost of content means this type of product can be given that. And then KB means we can multiply that is 10% or MB means in content. Another next we see that the transfer files from server to multiple clients. Okay, we can select any file and display that. So this can be transferred. So file is transferred to moving on. So server part. So server part means we can get the server part. So file can be received that. So we can load file. So this type of file can be load that. And then server part can be cancelled because, and then we can another time server can be started because we can transfer our picture image. So we can select that any pictures in this time. So open. So this pictures can be encrypted because of the protection security of the content probability size. So we can be send it. Traffic can be available in here. So this process can be just reloaded, and then we can be send the file. So file can be transferred. So once can be file transferred, the time in the content bot, so file can be received that. So that time I'm loading image, so that files can be sent to encrypted file within the decrypted. and the decrypt and the image can be loaded here. So in the image, and this can be loaded with encrypted message with a decryption of character visual image. So we can save that. So any name we can. So end of the process. The project can be ended. Thank you.